What up, guys? How y'all doing today, man? What up, guys? I'm just getting my chart here set up. Just because I haven't had a chance to make adjustments yet to this. Hope you guys have been doing well. Shout out to Missed K911. Sounds like you won an account last stream. It must have been. Nice. All right, Shabnams, what up? Young Finesse, nice, you're almost there, man. Jazza, Ron, shout out to our man Ron Digga Trader in the chat there. I see that he's got another 2 days back-to-back payout with his account there. Nice work, man. Yeah, Kings of the West. I totally got my days mixed up yesterday, man. When I made the comment that I'd see you on next week, for some odd reason, I thought it was Friday. I have no idea why I thought that. I was out to lunch, guys. I was out to lunch. Sup, Buljeet, Belen, J Kings. Yo, Jello Mango, BO Trades, Chris Chow. Howdy, Zero Skills, Grape Ape, what up? BO Trades, nice work, man. Way to put some damage into those accounts already. Historic, what up, man? Parables, Gust Riguez, OCC, what up? J Coop, or Kate Coop, sorry. J7, what up, man? Base Trades, YT, Bruce Wayne, what up, man? Bob X, what up, man? Amen, man, sorry to hear, but you know what? It's some good self-reflection right there, man. Ron DigiTrader. Good to know, man. Good to know. Hey, shout out to MobX in the chat. He's got a payout today on his Lucid Flex account. Code RT, man, with Lucid, guys. Code RT gets you the best discounts with them. Yeah, Ron, DigiTrader, man. It's all good, dude. Well earned, man. Well earned, well respected. I assume my audio is good. Is the music okay too as well, the volume? I feel like it got adjusted by accident, so Just want to make sure that that's okay as well. I'm actually just reviewing the gold chart right now as well, just making sure that everything's looking okay, because I have not had a chance to play with this. Great. Great. Thanks for confirming there, Chris Joe. Sup, EOB? Thank you. Much love, man. Tony, Wide Motive, what up, man? YT, man, what up? Yeah, man, like the stream, guys. Like the stream. We'll do the chart review here in about 10 minutes, guys. Is gold a quick long scalp? Let's see. I mean, I'd like to see us hold. We definitely want to hold about 41.38 here. I think coming up to the 200 EMA up here around 41.44 is possible. Right now on the NQ, we're at a pretty important area. I know Ron DigiTrader there made a comment about double top earlier on in the stream. It's possible, but you know, honestly, I am quite bullish on the NQ now. So at least for today, I'm feeling pretty good about it. But we'll see what the market offers us. Clearing this channel above us here would be very helpful in the thesis and case of the trade. I'll go through the trade review, guys, in a bit. And if you guys remember my trade review from yesterday, hopefully you guys are seeing the follow through on what we talked about yesterday, because yeah, man. I mean, for those who are saying to me constantly, Alan, you know, we're on a downtrend. And if you guys remember what I said, look, I understand if you look at a certain time frame why you believe we are on a downtrend, but I honestly looked at it as a larger time frame pullback, if you guys remember me saying that yesterday. And so I'd like to see some follow through back up. Like, I'm not saying like rocket to the moon here or anything like that in any way, but I do believe that right now this is a good spot on the larger time frames for us to continue higher, because this could be potentially that higher low we were looking for in that large time frame. So good evening, enjoy JT, what up, Mohammed, Ron DigiTrader. Yeah, it's actually our first meeting as a group actually since we started, so some good discussions. What's up, Wilson's Gold? Fast Life. No, you know, someone in the chat mentioned that a couple of days ago, but no, I wasn't aware that they were doing it though. No, I mean, not like I would probably have a chance to even, you know, participate in any way or form. Nice, stop loss, Poppy. MDC, man, what's up? How do you trade grind up? The answer is you really don't, man. You have to find something that fits your entry, you know, of what you're looking for. Everyone's got a little bit of a different style of how they take their trade, so it's gonna be different. Super Broadcast, what up, man? Thundercat, first time. Thank you, man. Appreciate you hopping on the stream. Welcome. I'll go through the chart review with the gang in about 5 minutes here, so Sit tight, and we'll get to that in a bit. Just so you guys know, Tradeify, I'll probably bring it up a couple times on tonight's stream, but Tradeify has their 40% off of their accounts, and I believe the deal ends at the end of day Friday, as it says July 31st, right? So there's probably less than just 24 hours until the deal is gone. So I pinned the link to the chat. Code RAKE will get you 40% off with Tradeify. So for those who don't know what Tradeify is, because I do find that almost every stream someone asks us about, what prop firms they recommend and what have you, and for them, the select plans are probably the friendliest ones. They've got like the ones that you can trade for 5 days with very minimal rules, very similar to the Lucid Flex plans. They got their daily payout plans with no intraday trailing drawdowns, and then they got their growth accounts, which basically has 1 day pass capabilities, but a little bit harder because they've got their daily loss limits on those. And then they've got their lightning accounts, I believe that's what they call them, which is their straight to funded accounts, right? So either way, man, just letting you guys know. I don't know what kind of deals they run. I myself am not an affiliate, so I don't get the ins and outs on what they're planning to do, but just letting you guys know if you guys are looking for a prop firm, Tradeify, code RAKE in the chat there. So MobX, absolutely. That's exactly what I talked about on the stream yesterday when I did the chart review. 1 HP. Dr. Pepperman, what up? Ron DigiTrader. I mean, I don't know, man. I mean, I think that like different events will cause prop firms to run different deals. Like I think that obviously with that whole Alpha Futures things like last month or whatever, it obviously motivated certain prop firms to obviously put in a little bit more extra emphasis on deals or whatever it may be, just to take market share. But yeah, man, I don't necessarily think that there's anything specific about August that would have better deals. Super broadcast, if you used it once before, that's probably why. It's only the first 2 accounts that you get 50% off. The other ones will be 30%. Mooncatcher, I don't think you can withdraw into buffer. You have to get above the buffer before you can withdraw. Rush Which? No, man. So I trade the pre-London session. I don't trade New York. Our man Jake Ricci himself actually trades the New York session. So tune in onto this stream nevertheless, because he will be on during that time. Yes, Tradeify was the second prop firm that I capped out with a year ago. So definitely appreciate it. But as many of you guys know, as I've been talking about on stream, our man Brett Simba gave me the green light to hop back on with Tradeify. So that's what I'm trading tonight, guys. I'm trading with Tradeify tonight. I've got my select eval that I'm trading on right now, because as you guys know, I just officially got back on board with Tradeify just a couple days ago. So I've been pecking away at the select account because I've done 2 winning days already, which I need 1 more, because they have the select evaluation faces a 40% consistency rule. So got to lock in another day today, and then I'll be able to get to fund with that. And then I also have a lightning funded account with Tradeify as well. So those will be the accounts that I'm trading with tonight, guys. Those are the accounts that I'm trading with tonight. That's also the reason why I put the link in the chat pin there, just because like I find that it just smooth sailing as far as sharing as goes with what account I'm trading, what prop firm I'm with, all that type of stuff. So Leo, what up? RCS, yeah, I know. It was totally my bad, man. Quite a few of you guys are probably going to bring it up. I honestly thought it was Friday already. That's the reason why I made that comment. I didn't realize until after the stream. I was like, oh, wait a second. It's not Friday yet. So today will be the last day this week that I'll be on stream. And then I will say, yes, see you next week. Gensify, I appreciate you. I mean, I'm only one of the pre-London. I'm only one of the hosts. Sorry. So the editor specifically reports to Rate Trades. So going on my 6th payout with 10-4. They've been amazing so far. Shout out to Gamma Flight in the chat. Going on 6th payout with 10-4. That's amazing. We also got a code with 10-4 as well, code RAKE. You guys want to give them a shot. One of the newer prop firms, but definitely got some really solid plans with them. Nice, Daz. Ron, yeah, man, absolutely. Instant fund accounts always have consistency rules for sure. It's a 20% consistency rule. Too many choices. I remember you, my friend. How's your practice coming along? I know you said you were paper trading for a little while there. Yeah, Fast Life. That's only if it, yeah, 10-4 has it as that. Yeah. Consistency rule basically means that your largest day cannot exceed 40% of the total balance of your account. If you Google it or you check on the FAQs, they'll provide better examples of that. I don't prefer the pre-London session over others. I actually prefer the Asia session over every other session, but this is the only period that I can stream, so it's why I do it. So I do it so I can at least still chat with the gang, because I still think there's a lot of education that can be provided, even though this might not be the best period for me to trade per se, but still conversations that can be had. So, all right, I'm gonna grab a sip of water here. We're gonna get started here. Only a little bit, man. I told my little guy that I said I don't mind buying more Lego when we get settled in our new place when we're moving into, because we'll have a bigger home. And I want to add more things to our moving list for when we move over there too. So, Dave Official, yeah, Asia would be my most predominant, and then the London pre-London is kind of my second, and then New York would be my last. For now, they're bringing me back on Sim, and then they're gonna have to figure out a way to see if they can move me live. I don't know. I'm not sure, man. Are we looking for short? I mean, this is the double top, but I wouldn't necessarily say, yeah, let's short it right now. That's not the vibe that I'm getting, at least not at this moment. So, but we are in a key area, guys. Did I long? Not right now. No, I'm not long right now. All right, guys, we're going to get right into this now. It is that time. So, as usual, I'll do the quick intro here. Welcome to Project 365, guys. My name's Alan, Azheng Trades here. I am the pre-London host to Project 365. There are 5 of us that stream, basically 5-6 days a week, 10 hours a day, and I'm one of them. You may have seen Ron G, who streamed just right before me during the Asia session, followed by myself here now during the pre-London. We got Jake Ricci, the GOAT, who basically streams the New York Open, and then we got our man Lamelli and Mitch, who also trades the afternoon session. So I think if this is your first time here, drop a like and subscribe. It helps us out a lot. And because of the fact that we are quite a diverse group of traders, although foundationally we have the Rake Trades Mastermind as part of our foundation, a lot of us have evolved our trading in a lot of ways. I always bring this up because, you know, those who are kind of interested in learning about gamma exposure and what have you, our man Mitch is our in-house expert. He does the afternoon. Same way for those out there who really love ICT style trading. Christian, who is known as Lamelli, does the afternoon session as well. So I think all of us have a little bit of different things to offer, but whether you're experienced or new, I think we've got something to offer, and there's a lot to take away. Or sometimes, you know, if you want to just hang, right, hop on stream and do that as well. So either way, I think there's a lot for us to offer to the group. But as usual, those thumbs up do mean a lot for us, because for us to continue to build our presence in the space in a very competitive environment, these thumbs up and these subscribes really do help us out a lot. Now, I'm not going to be looking at the chat box right now, just because I'm going to be going through the trade review as I do every single stream around this time of the day. But what I will get back to the chat afterwards, because as I always say every stream, because I have the slower session, I do have more of an opportunity to connect with you guys, because, you know, against lower price action, all good, right? So just want to highlight that. So with that said, let's dive right into this. So on the weekly right now, as you can kind of see here on the weekly, I like the way that we were bouncing off that bottom there. And so I've kind of mentioned this. We'll go on the daily time frame as well. But if this weekly closes bullish, and if better, if we can break the highs, right? of the opening bar last week, I think that's going to set us up nicely for a bigger move to the upside is what I would be looking for. And so looking at the daily as well, if you guys remember what I said yesterday, I said that for the daily bar, based on the way that we're forming, if we can close above the prior bars here, I think we have an opportunity to continue moving higher. Now, I know one of the things I mentioned was like if we had a possibility with price to come back down again, because this was basically by the time it was yesterday, we were somewhere in this area already, right? So I made the comment that if we could come back down, I would love to definitely long if it presented that opportunity again, because I referenced the 200 EMA a lot on stream, and as far as the indicator goes, I either use it on the 2-minute or I use it on the daily. It's really the only time frames that I really care for it. Now, you'll find it being valuable to be used on multiple time frames, but I'm just saying that's where I like to use it. So the fact that the daily time frame literally wicked the 200 EMA on the daily time frame, I liked that, right? I liked that that was the low of that day, and I liked the way yesterday we opened and we basically launched off of that exact same area as well. If you guys remember what I said as well, I'm looking for this larger time frame to be more of a pullback for a continuation to the upside. So for all of those who are thinking like, you know what, we're downtrending, we're trending down all the way, I think we're going to go lower, right? And I said, you know what, sure, if you're really microscopically into these small time frames, I can see why you believe that. I do believe that we have the potential to keep moving higher. It doesn't mean we're not going to have pullbacks. It doesn't mean we're not going to have opportunity for shorts. I'm just simply saying that I think that this move here all the way down, I think we're in due process now to make a move up. And of course, we're going to have levels and channels and things like that that are above us that will act as walls, right? As expected, right? But I do feel that we are prepared to make moves to the upside. Now, I don't know what kind of news are going to come out, between now and New York session. Maybe there's going to be a possibility that, we're going to be able to see it come lower because we did kind of have this little bit of a gap up on the daily here. But honestly, I think in my personal opinion, I'm going to be open to both sides. I'm definitely looking for us to move higher more than anything at this stage for the NQ. On the hourly time frame as well, you can see here we had a nice hourly close last hour. So yes, we are now kind of tagging the highs here. But I am thinking that if we can break through this, we've got ways to go. And as you guys hear me talk about this a lot, I do like the breaks and retests. And yes, I do like my double tops as well. So we're at that point right now where we have to be patient. We're either going to form some sort of sell signal here as a double top, or we're going to look for some form of like a break and retest, for a continuation to the upside. So my bearish and my bullish thesis is that on the NQ. That would be kind of my thought process so far. You can see here over the course of the New York session coming in as well, in the recent one that we just had. A second here. We came in and you notice that we actually had this consolidation here and held this channel here between 842 to 830. This channel's been on here and you guys should recognize it by now based on what I've said before. But we had a nice launch off this area here, pushing us all the way up to the next channel up here. You can see here our first pullback was off the bottom of the channel, and our second pullback was at the top of the channel. And over the course of the New York session, we basically had that as majority of a wall for majority of the time until we squeezed up, which some people would look at this as some sort of consolidation squeeze, pennant, whatever, before we had a bullish move to the upside. And then we created that break and retest to have that basically stronger finish at the very end. Coming into the day, you see the same thing. Ever since we opened up strong and we've been able to hold above VWAP, we had that big move up to the upside. And then again, referencing the key areas, right? This 28,500 print acted as a kind of a nice lower high short trade to the downside. But yeah, it brings us back to kind of where we are now in the chart. And that's kind of my thought process on the NQ. Now I'm just gonna bring this stuff back to the chart here so I have this again. Where'd it go? I thought I had it here. I'll catch up on the chat for a little bit here before I go through the gold trade review, guys. MDC, I'm moving on in about a month. I probably won't have my setup properly done probably until mid-September is my guess, because I'm actually ordering a completely new desk and all that type of stuff, just because the desk that I have right now is actually a custom built desk. And the new one that I have coming up here is, I'm actually going to match it with the chair that I have here. Those who don't know, this is a Secret Labs Akatsuki. I'm going to order the Secret Labs Akatsuki desk as well. I think they call it the Magnum Pro or whatever it's called. I'll be getting that set up. So then I have like a stand-up setup as well for my trading setup when I move there. Too many choices. Yeah. Yeah, Scrooge McDuck's in the background there. That was actually a gift that I got a long time ago. Do you think the music's too loud? I don't think so. I mean, I could play the old soundtrack. Maybe that will help. Because I haven't adjusted the audio. It's been the same volume for it for a while now. Upside was today, no. Billy Kalevis, not sure what your question is on that. Patrick, man, absolutely. I mean, I think you and I have talked about this a lot before too, right? You pay the price of overshooting during undesirable markets, and then you are left with nothing when the time comes where it's the way that you like it most, right? So Crocs coverage, man. I mean, I think I would be curious. A lot of it's journaling. I've had one-on-ones with many students for a while now, and I can tell you the commonality that I see in a lot of students is most people don't study their trades. And I think that's the problem, right? You don't study your trades, then you don't really know your expected value. OCCC, sure, I will absolutely later on. What up, Josh and around? What's up, Trade with CJ? It's just a standard VWAP for me in Master Demon. I don't have it anchored. I don't use anchored VWAP. Play the one Jake plays. I don't even know where he gets that soundtrack from, to be honest. Let's get AXP. You should, honestly, Crocs, you should be journaling everything. I think for all the traders that are here, you should be journaling everything from technical components to market events to time of day and who you are as a trader, everything. I mean, it really depends on how you trade, man. But you should be trading everything, anything that you can culminate. I think a lot of you guys trade and you guys can't describe why you take the trades that you take. And the way I look at it is that if you can't articulate your trade, then you don't really know what you're doing, right? It means that you're really just gambling. And I think that's a lot. It's very hard for people to hear that, but it's true. Study your trades, as in like you should know your expected value of the trade setups that you take, my friend. Patrick, you know this, man. We've had these conversations before. Mafia Bull, not sure if you just hopped into the stream, but I just did a chart review, so I'm looking for a kind of like a break and retest, man. What up, Jay Sullivan? Money Bag, what up? Patrick, man, I mean, I think we should take that type of conversation offline for you and I, because I know you missed your one-on-one that you booked with me, so we will probably have to take that offline. I think everyone's gonna be a little bit different with that question, but Patrick, I think you have something that you constantly fall victim to a lot for yourself, and it's not about necessarily finding your trading identity again, but it's about being able to make peace with the challenges that you're facing, because it's the same challenge that you're still dealing with, right? Billy Calevis, I don't like to speculate too much, man. I don't know what tomorrow's going to look like. We'll have to just trade the chart and see what the market offers us, outside of what I've already shared in the chart review. Do I think gold will pump? No, we're nowhere near a reason for gold to pump. And I'll do the gold trade review in a bit. Sam, what's up, man? Paul, it's been all right, man. Been all right. Shout out to Jay Sullivan in the chat. Past 2 lucid evals today. I don't have a P&L goal, nor do I have a trade goal. Mar trades NQES. I just trade whatever the market gives me, man. Big Leon, man. I'm glad you love it, and hopefully you're having some good times with that account that you won yesterday. So not even 5 points up on gold. No, I mean 5 points up on gold isn't really a lot. So that's not really a big monumental pump. That's just a typical trade. I have not done the gold trade review, but I'm going to do that now that I'm caught up on the chat. So let's do the gold trade review, guys. So I'm not going to be looking at the chat while I do this because I obviously can't do both at the same time. Nothing's changed on the gold chart, man. Like at this point in time, do we have the possibility of moving high? Sure, but nothing is certain. When we take a look at these larger time frames right now, we're just ranging and consolidating within this wide range, right? So I'd like to definitely break out of this range before I even think about a bigger move up. Hence why comments when people are asking, do you think we're going to pump? There's nothing about this chart that says we're going to pump, right? If you take a look at this actually right now, all we're doing is ranging, right? And if anything, if we're going to follow a downtrend move, this is just squeezing until we get lower again. So I have no interest in longing this right now. In the same way that doesn't mean we can't long. It just means I'm not looking for this big, massive move that some of you guys might be thinking about, right? As of right now, from the hourly, we had our first hourly bullish candle, but that doesn't mean a lot. Like I said, I'd like to see a break and retest of this 4138.6 area. That would be nice to see on gold if we want to see longs. But I also would love to see shorts, to be honest, as we come up to this area. I think this VWAP area, 200 EMA, has potential for a short trade. So again, gold, the way that the price has been like with gold, I'm not too big on like a big long hold of a move. I'd much be more happy with just scalping trades and what have you, especially during pre-London. Gold does not do well during pre-London. It rarely ever does. So it's just not the idea for me to take a look at this and say, I'm going to try to long or short with a big hold of a move. So that would be kind of my 2 cents on gold. I think that if we break past VWAP as a break and retest, we can tag the level at 4160. Otherwise, we would just kind of play this lower time move down to the downside, because again, we've been bearish all day today. Up until the last hour, we had a little bit of a bullish move to the upside, but I don't think that little bit of bullish move is enough for me to think about that. Just going to go through the chat again here, guys. No, I don't invest in Bitcoin. I don't touch crypto. It's not my cup of tea. Mar trades. No, I trade minis. I don't trade micros. Never trade Blue Sky. I always have at least one person ask me about that. I have no idea about that prop firm. I've never used them. I don't know anything about them. So not much value I can add to you on that one, unfortunately. And yes, I mean, New York, Asia, London, they've always been very different. I've always said that during my journey. There's a reason why I prefer trading certain sessions, is because it fits what I'm looking for. It also fits the convenience of my life, so that's a big part of that. So Angels 7271. First and foremost, just so you're aware, I'm not reg trades, as I did the introduction in the beginning. Yeah, man. So I don't know what your question is. Are you is there a question to that comment there? Trump live now? No idea. Don't follow news. Interesting kind of pullback here, guys, on the NQ. I'm not going to get overly excited and hop in shorts here. I'd like to watch and see how price continues to develop. Orba, New York. Yep, Pulves. That's very fair, man. Very, very popular trading strategy for the New York session that I know a lot of people on YouTube use. YT, of course, man. Only way, my friend. Only way. Good monitors for trading. That's totally a preference, man. I use I have Samsungs for both top and bottom here. I have the Odyssey 49-inch wide curve above, and I have a 32 flat in front of me here. I'm not going to give a specific target for thumbs up because I don't want to encourage the bot pumping. There is a number that I'm looking for, and I will give out I will do the giveaway as soon as we hit it. But I'm going to leave it as is for now. Yeah, I mean, you know, it's interesting too, because opening range breakout strategies can be so different too, right? Depending on the asset you trade, depending on like the time frame. Some people do 5-minute orbs, 15-minute orbs, 30-minute orbs, right? So as long as you found something that works for you, man, that's amazing, dude. That's amazing. Yeah, the 49 inches is nice, but it's not for everyone. I don't think it's necessarily needed always. Setup. What's up, right guy? Lucy, how's it going? Hello, hello. The giveaway that I'm doing will be a Lucid 50K Pro account for today. Edmund, the ticker that I'm trading right now is NQ. NQ1. FX Rana, you trade the 1 minute? Yeah, I know it's very popular for a lot of people to trade the 1 minute time frame. I personally don't, but I know a lot of people who find success doing that. How to enter giveaway, just drop thumbs up for now, and we will I'll talk about how to do the giveaway when the time comes up. I'll definitely share when the time comes. You got to stick around for that for sure. I'm gonna probably like minimize how often I give targets, because I don't want to encourage bot pumping, to be honest. Like, if there's people here who like the stream, amazing, but I want it to be done the right way. What's my preferred prop firm? I don't have one specific preferred prop firm. I think there are a lot of great prop firms out there. Lucid's a great one. Take Profit Trader is a really great one as well, and I think a lot of you guys know that I use Take Profit a lot. In regards to the prop firm that I'm trading with today, and the prop firm that I've linked to the chat there is Tradeify. I was recently re-onboarded back with them again, so I'm doing that. I have no idea why you guys are putting thumbs up in the chat, guys. That doesn't do anything. You guys gotta like the stream, guys. How many max trades you take to make $200 to $300? I don't have an answer for that question, Tate, because I don't shoot for $200 to $300. So that's a very specific question that may be pertaining to you. I just trade the chart. Tony Smith, nice, nice, nice. I did my chart review already, Tony Smith, so I'm not sure when you hopped into the chat, but definitely take a look at that later on. If you want to see if it provides you any extra conviction. I said thumbs up on the stream, guys, not thumbs up in the chat. The stream. Like the video. I'm maxed out with Apex, so I can't trade it with Apex anymore. To Jason, General Lau. Tradeify accounts have been doing pretty well so far, William Burke. Doing pretty well. Right now, I need one more trading day on this account that I'm using, and I'll pass this account. And I also have a Lightning funded account as well. In RCS, no, I don't copy trade. FX Rana, I personally prefer the 5-day select accounts versus the daily accounts, just because I find like the daily accounts are great and all, but like if you're looking to get like maximum profits out of the sim fund phase, then the 5-day one gives you more dollars. So I think that's why I prefer that one more. I don't use Bookmap, no, Garav. No, I haven't gone over that yet. Nice big move up to the upside here, guys. I like the 2-minute time frame. There is really no why other than it works with the way that I trade. Dingus Donkey, gold-wise, no, I wouldn't. I would wait and see how the chart moves, to be honest. I think there's gold does not have as much follow-through, so. How many charts do I watch? I just watch one NQ, that's it. Jerzen, I like 10-4. I've gotten like 6 or 7, 8 payouts. I can't remember anymore, but I've gotten quite a few payouts with them, and I like their dashboard and all that as well. Sempify, man. Congrats, man. Shout out to you, brother. You've been doing some killer work on the market. Apex has never been hard for me. I mean, I think that's very subjective. I think Apex just attracts a lot of the masses of traders. And I think that a lot of people like to play the excuse card when it comes to trading. And I know that's going to hurt a lot of people's feelings, but it's true. I've never had any issues with them. And I have no affiliation with Apex either. Like, I don't, because people think that if you're an affiliate, that's why you get a lot of whatever, and I didn't. I shared the whole thing on my YouTube, actually. I talked about this before when I did my uncapped payout with Apex, because I've gotten a total of $96,000 in payouts with them. And yeah, I mean, yeah, have I been denied a payout before? Yeah, but that's also because I broke the rules, which makes sense why you wouldn't get paid. But anytime I've traded with Apex where I followed the rules, I have never been denied a payout. So yeah, I don't know, man. Yeah. Base trades, I hear you, man. But I've been saying thumbs up on the stream for like the past 14, 15 weeks of streaming. So I think most people get what that means. Marco, it's trade of 8, my friend. Trade of 8. See you later, Sempify. Yep. Trade of 5's payout is fast. It was one of the first few prop firms out there that was able to get payouts automated. Anch Reval, yeah, I talk about my entries and stuff like that, but I've already done my chart review. So if you really want to learn versus looking for a following of a signal, then you can definitely scroll back and watch my chart review. Nice, Jason. That's awesome, dude. SEO remix. I did the chart review already, man. So if anyone who wants to know about what I'm looking for, just kind of scroll back. Just because I can't keep repeating it over and over again, obviously, right? So I've not taken a trade yet, no. Just been engaging with you guys in the chat. Little engineer. That's awesome, man. Congrats. What up, Stand-Em Trading? Hopefully you had a good day at work, man. Have you guys ever seen these little cute drinks, by the way? There's a place called Yoghost. I don't know if they're all around the world, but this is like a yogurt drink. This is like an Oreo yogurt drink. They used to like serve in this little planet ball thing. It's pretty cool. It's actually my kid's leftover. He couldn't finish it, so I'm drinking it tonight. Watching for shorts potentially here. Not a super big move though. If I am looking to short, it'll be a fairly tight one. Just seeing how this candle closes here. Trading with Tradeify prop tonight, guys. Tradeify. What's up, Jimmy? I'm gonna take a stab at shorts here, guys. Not looking for a super big move. Let's see if we can get some follow through here, guys. I should probably move my stop loss to the high of the wick there, actually. Do you ever promote any of the traders that are affiliated with Tradeify for people who want to learn certain strategies? Fast Life, I'm not really too sure what you mean by that. I don't really know any other traders. Like I don't network with a lot of traders on the space, so I wouldn't really know how to answer that question. Depending on how this candle closes here in a bit, I might add another contract into this. I don't usually do that, but we'll see. Ah, gotcha. Yeah, I don't know any of the traders on their stream, so I wouldn't be able to speak to that. I don't spend a lot of time watching other traders, to be honest, just because like I don't even have that much time. Like even making me being able to stream 2 hours a day with you guys is already kind of like crazy enough as it is. So. Polvs, I'm a business consultant by trade. I work with restaurants across the country. I help small businesses start up and turn into restaurants, or I help restaurants scale into bigger businesses. That's essentially what I do. Forex PK, man, doing good. That's the reason why I talk about food all the time as well. Gold's having a nice short setup here. This is the reason why I didn't want to long for anyone who was looking to long earlier on. Not the most ideal. No, I didn't own a restaurant in the past, but I worked corporately in the restaurant industry. So I've basically worked across the country and the continent. Like I used to travel to the US as well. I've done a lot of collaborative project leadership work. So that's where I've spent a lot of my time. A lot of buying strength, guys. We're holding this channel quite well. If I get stopped out on this trade, I'm going to wait and see if we can get a break and retest before I long. That's what I would want to do. What's my favorite kind of food? I don't have a favorite kind of food, actually. I like all kinds of food. That's actually why I like to travel. I enjoy doing that. My first job was I was working in the restaurants, so getting into the restaurant industry was kind of almost like a natural segue for me. Synth when I've done my chart review already, my friend. I'm not liking this pull up for the sake of my trade right now. Part of me wants to add a position in and then lower my targets. Basically by the way, I don't DCA often, but whenever I DCA, the idea is that I would keep my stop loss exactly where it is. So I wouldn't move my stop loss, but the dollar risk would obviously change if I were to do that, right? All it really does is that it then potentially shortens my target, but it keeps my stop loss in the exact same spot. Yeah, the longs have been good, man. I longed earlier on the day too as well. I definitely really like the long setup. I'm bullish on NQ. I do think that we're going to keep moving higher. I want to see if I can capture like 30 points to the downside here though, but looks like we're holding onto that channel pretty damn well. That 5-minute bar hold is also very bullish on our end right now. So what I'm going to do here, and I don't do this often, and I don't think I've ever done it on stream actually. So I'm going to dollar cost average into this, and I'm going to keep my stop loss exactly where it is. So I'm not going to touch the stop loss, guys. The stop loss stays where it is. We don't want to change that. So here's what I'm going to do here. So stop loss is still the same. We don't change that. Just target wise, we don't have to shoot for as much based on the target. So if we get stopped out, stop loss position and price is still exactly the same. Nothing's changing. Nothing's changing in regards to that. Paul was, that's totally fair, man. I don't blame you. We're in a pretty important area. I was looking at is that we had 5 failure candles. Sorry, not 5. Sorry, we had 2 failure candles on the 5-minute candle, and then we also put in a bearish candle on the 15. So I was kind of looking for a little bit of a follow through, if not a big one, at least a small one, right? Enough for me to hit my target. That's kind of what I was looking for. But we're holding the bottom end of my channel pretty well right now, so I could very likely just get stopped out. We'll let it play out, man. We'll let it play out. Fast life. That's totally fair, man. That's totally fair. I mean, I think for streams, everyone's gonna have their own strategy, right? Like, I don't think it's ever a good idea to like tell another trader how to trade anyways. Like if I was working with a student, even then I don't even do that. Like a lot of times I'll provide my thesis beforehand and even recap it afterwards, but to micromanage how another trader trades, never really healthy to do that, just because it honestly hurts them more than it helps them. What up, a trades guy? You guys already know my trade thesis from earlier. I still have my arrows drawn up here. I'll look for a break and retest if we get longs there. That's what I would want to see. Oh, sorry guys. What happened there? So stopped out on that bullish move right now. I wouldn't hop into longs right now at this point. I want to see a break and retest, and I would then be open to longing this. I was really thinking that with the way that we were forming, and I'll show you guys what I'm talking about, I was really hoping that based on that 5-minute failure candle after this one as well, that we would actually get a little bit of follow through. We ended up holding the channel pretty well there. What's up, Peach One? We're also seeing here on that is that we're trending quite well, judging by the looks of it. Not giving a specific target for the likes on tonight. I just say just like the stream if you guys are appreciating it, if I'm adding value, and I will do the giveaway announcement later on when I think we're at a good spot. I don't want to encourage bot pumping, which is the reason why I don't want to give you guys a specific target tonight. Nice, capitulate. If you're still in the long, man, that's awesome, dude. Fanduin, yeah, man. 100%. Gotta change things up, you know? Gotta keep things interesting. As of right now, it looks like we're rejecting off that 28590 level, which we had a level there. I'll switch back to the other screen so you guys can see it. Bot pumping, as in like there's like I've had streams where like I had like double the amount of thumbs up that I have than viewers, and I'm like, that's wild. That does not make any sense. Any trades on gold? No, I mean, it's risky here, man. Like, I mean, it looks bearish. Like, I want to see it go tag 4126, but we did have an hourly buy candle as well, which is kind of like where we're holding right now as support here is exactly the low of that hourly candle, right? So I honestly, I wouldn't feel good about taking a trade on gold right now. Pulves, yeah, man. I want honesty, man. I don't want people manipulating the thumbs up on the stream. If there's enough, I mean, right now it says that there's 500 of you guys here. So if all you guys thumbs up on the stream, then that's amazing. Those are legitimate, right? Then I'd be more than happy to do a giveaway, but where you take that 590 level. The 590 level is an opening print and it's a level. Yeah, there's a lot of people who hop on streams and they don't participate in the chat, and that's totally okay, man. I'm not totally against that. Thanks, Fast Life. Yeah, I've heard of the name of Moss. I think I've seen his name before on Instagram. Like, I know of him, I just don't know him. He's an ICT trader, if I remember correctly. We got about 2 minutes left here until the hourly candle closes. I did my gold trade review earlier on, Warren, if you want to scroll back there. Pulse, that's awesome, dude. What's up, Daniel? Hey, man, if it's late for you guys, I don't blame you guys. But half the time when I have you guys that are sharing the same time zone with me or Eastern, you guys are on here, man. I appreciate you guys because I know it's late. Almond, man, I think that's a very valid feeling, man. I think that what it is that you're getting so affected by the losses, right? You get hit by losses so many times, you start to question the very fabric of your trading. But I mean, I think I've been doing this long enough to also be able to shake it off. Like losing doesn't necessarily really faze me because it's part of the game. Leo, everyone wants to know about the meeting contents, right? You want to be the fly on the wall of that. I mean, we're just talking about the growth of where we want to head with the streams and what we want to do and how we want to evolve things, right? And providing suggestion. I mean, we all come from different backgrounds, right? So we have all different take. Like, I'm not a big tech guy, so I don't really even know how to use like learning how to use the stream technology here was like a learning curve for me. So like just that's just to give you an example, right? But then for me, I have a business background, right? So we think about how can we help grow the stream as a whole, right? Things like that. But we have some things planned for the future too. I mean, it's been a long time since we have actually gathered together live. So we might be looking to do something like that in the future. We'll see. Appreciate it, Warren. I live in Canada, Pulse. Canada. Vancouver, Canada. So I'm on the West Coast. I share the same time zone as California. If you don't have a successful restaurant business for yourself, you cannot consider it as a good consultant. I would adjust that comment a little bit, Nian. I would say that if you've never had a successful restaurant business, then you can't be a consultant. I agree with you. You don't necessarily need to have one at the same time, because I would say that if you have a restaurant already and you're consulting at the same time, then I would say that you're probably not too dedicated in your business. Yeah, it's an upgrading as far as like the kind of house that I'm getting and like the amount of family time. Like I'm super excited for that, man. I'm just looking forward to being able to spend more time with my kids, like, and my wife. You know, I think that you wouldn't believe it, I'm not saying that most people don't put enough work into their lives, but I'm pretty confident that I have probably spent more time hustling, working hours in the past 20 years than most people have their entire life. And I know it sounds such an exaggeration, but I'm not even kidding. Like literally, you go through my high school yearbooks and stuff like that, it literally says I'm a workaholic. So I think for me, it's like, yeah, I'm still young. I'm like 34 years old, but I definitely want to start spending more time with family. Because I mean, the hustle, I mean, yeah, when is it enough money, right? So, but I've also have big plans for some of you guys who are new to the stream here. I've got big plans. Like I'm going to be looking to run a charity foundation focused on youth development and focused on helping small businesses get started. That's going to be what I'm going to be using the capital that I've earned over these years. That's going to be my big focus in the next couple of years. So if you follow me on Instagram, you'll hear all about it in the future. That's going to be something big that I'm going to be working on. Yeah, I don't know. I don't trades with CJ. I know you've been very focused on that short, but I at this point in time, I accepted my L on that one. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait for longs at this point. Thank you, man. Thank you, Situ. I keep thinking like your name says set up, but it's just Situ with all the U's. Ah, Niagara Falls. Yeah, man. I was there just a couple years ago too. Yeah, metals just had a nice sell-off there. Minis, I trade between 1 to 3 minis. Just depends on the chart. Hey, shout out to my man Rye Guy, one of my most loyal followers on the stream. He just got a second payout from Apex. So for anyone who's been asking, is Apex trustworthy? Well, my man here in the chat here just got another $1,200 payout, man. So nice work, man. And yes, we do have a code with Apex as well. Code RAKE will get you the best discounts with Apex. And I know Apex right now has a lot of their velocity plans and what have you. Or not velocity plans, sorry, legacy plans is what I meant to say. So definitely options there as well. Thanks, Pauls. It's not going to affect my work with the restaurant clients much because I'm actually going to be flying back and forth, and I'm actually helping my restaurant client expand across the country. So my move is actually going to help support that as well. Freak a banana. I don't really understand everything you're saying there, but I appreciate you. I am not religious personally myself, Pulves, but one of my closest friend and brothers in arm is very religious, and him and I actually talk a lot about values and all that stuff. He's actually very surprised that I'm not religious because he's like you don't realize it, but all the things, Alan, that you talk about, that you preach about, that you focus on, you are literally the definition of what we look for in Catholic or Christian values and all that stuff. So him and I actually have like 2, 3, 4 hour conversations on this topic. So I have all the respect for those who have a faith. I just personally, the way that I grew up, I just never ended up following the path of that. So, but you got to respect both ends of it, right? So, Pogs, man, I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you guys showing me so much love, even though I take losses on stream with you guys, because I know a lot of people, you usually see a trader take a loss on stream and would just assume that it's like, oh wow, you're horrible at trading. It's like, yeah. One snapshot of a 22-hour session doesn't really make up a trader, especially if you actually look at my trading stats. The pre-London session, I know this doesn't bode well for like me talking about this on stream, but it's true. My pre-London session, although I've had a lot of solid wins with you guys over the past 14 weeks of streaming, but it's actually not my best area to trade. I trade best during Asia, so I appreciate you guys just hanging with me, man. I appreciate you guys hanging with me. Yeah, man, Crocs coverage, man. Purpose, man. Purpose is everything. You can only make so much money. I'm actually gonna like, I want to post about this on Instagram because I think there's a lot of people who need to hear it, but I'm not good with technology. I'm not good with media, so I don't really know how to put the thing together in a way that looks decent. But I always tell people, man, like if you think about it, if you looked back at your, 10-year-old self or 15-year-old self, would that version of yourself be proud of who you are today and what you've accomplished? The reality is that I've already superseded my goalpost, so to speak. And now it's a matter of going, if I've achieved that, how can I help others achieve their goalposts, so to speak, right? So that's the reason why that's where a lot of my time is going to be spent in the future. Set two, got it, man. Nice, we got another person in the chat that got their first payout on Apex as well. That's awesome, dude. Congrats. Hey, Satu, follow me on Instagram. Follow me on Instagram, and you'll see my screen setup. Or if anything, I'll be able to share a photo there better, because I guess even my photo on Instagram doesn't cover the whole thing. I've actually done a video, actually. One of my posts touches on the whole setup that I've got going on here. I'm biased. Hey, man, RCS, man, I'm always as honest as they come when it comes to props. I personally have no affiliation code with any of them, right? So I talk about code Rake because obviously I'm part of the Rake Trades network here. But honestly, Tradeify, Lucid, Take Profit Trader, and the new 10-4 prop firm. I mean, these are props that I would probably talk a lot about just because of my experience from the past or my current experience with them. So that's kind of where my mind would honestly go. I think those are really great props that you can work with. What support target are you waiting for a long position? Exactly where my arrow is drawn right now. Manitoa. I'd like to see a break up. We're probably likely going to reject the upper channel here is my guess. I'd like to see a pullback into this area on this level, and then I would take a long from there. It's kind of what I'm looking for. Now, obviously, the time of day is going to matter, right? I mean, I don't know how long we're going to grind here for, because if we're going into London Open, this might be one of those things where we might have to wait, right? That's the rough part about it, right? You might not get the trade at the time that you want it as. Hey, Curly. What's going on, man? Thanks, George Pina. Appreciate it, man. Losses are absolutely part of it, man. There's a saying that I used to say in the restaurant industry all the time. You learn today so you can win tomorrow, man. There's never losing. It's only a loss if you don't learn from it. Capitulate. Yeah, I appreciate it, man. I think, you know what? I think in this space, and this is what I'm trying to do more of. I mean, I guess in life, actually, in general, but trading specifically. I think there's just a lot of negativity in the space, a lot of haters. And I think it's because the scammers of the world, just like in any profession, right? The scammers of the world ruin it for everyone. So then there's just such a negativity, right? So I just think that, like, I'm a big advocate of champions don't burn individuals who are trying to become champions. And what I mean by that is that, like, when I was in the corporate industry and business, when I see a entrepreneur or I see a young individual who's working their butt off, trying to be the best version of themselves, trying to get promoted, trying to move up in life, I'm not going to go over there and kick them and say, like, hey, you suck. Like, you're never going to make it. Like, why would I do that? Like, that makes no sense. I know how hard it was to be that guy trying to grind. I came from nothing, right? So, like, I understand what that feels like. So why would I go and throw shade on someone else? That's why for trading, it's the same thing. I think these past 6 years have been crazy. Like, I'm very happy where I am. And that's the reason why a lot of the longer standing traders who've been doing this for 10, 20 years say it's not worth quitting. It's worth pushing, right? And I agree. There were points in my trading career what I would have been like, man, I don't know if this is for me, whatever it may be. But I'm very happy I stuck it through because, yeah, the skill set has given me the possibility to make money anywhere around the world. And I think that's a powerful skill to have, right? And so, yeah, I went through a lot of ups and downs. I went through losses. I remember, family, and I think you guys probably all go through this as well. You have family and friends that will look at what you do and be like, you're an idiot, you're a gambler, what are you doing, man? What are you doing with your life? And you're going to get all of that. So you already have so much hate from those who don't trade. So if you meet a fellow trader, why would you throw even more hate towards them? This is such a hard craft that we're in already as it is. And I'm not saying that we should advocate for bad traders, bad people. I'm not saying that either. I'm just saying that I don't think it helps to throw more shade on people. because I remember how hard it was for me to figure it out, so to speak, to be able to create a sense of discipline to myself as a trader, to have the right set of mind to be able to take a loss and not be completely tilted by it. Like there's a lot of work that went behind it. So I'm never going to be the guy that's going to go out there and make you feel shitty about your trading. I'd much rather be the guy that goes up and say, hey, I'm sorry to hear that. Like, have you tried this? Are you working on this? And be the uplifting individual, you know, kind of lifting as we grow, so to speak. I mean, I think there's no harm in trying to help champion people's growth, but there's definitely harm in trying to push people down. And I think real champions in anything they do don't go out of their way to push people down. At least that's my personal perspective, right? Because I personally have never done that. So, anyways, I go off tangent sometimes when I talk about this stuff, but I also get very passionate because like I'm a big advocate of like helping people achieve whatever their version of success looks like, however that looks like. So, anyways, I got to catch up with the chat. I realize the chat's just like going. Samartha Hazard. I use VWAP and EMA as supporting Confluence, so I never trade with it on its own. But like, say if we're like trending in a direction and the EMAs and the VWAP are also working in my favor as a structural whole, then I'll use it for those reasons. Paul was just found your purpose in life. I love it, man. Love it. Thank you, Zero Skills. Thank you, Dengus Donkey, man. I love it, man. Hopefully it inspires you guys, not just about trading, but it hopefully inspires you guys to be the best version of yourself in every way you possibly can, man. Thanks, Polves. I appreciate you, man. Rye guy. Hey, you know what? Fun fact. Oh, man, I should totally do these on stream in the future. I actually did a lot of Magic when I was in high school, like Cardistry and Card Illusion. I used to do a lot of that back in the day. Thanks, Synth1. Dennis, honestly, I haven't really put a lot of thought into that. You know, I think that's where a lot of the faith stuff comes in. I would say my best answer to you, and that's the reason why I am who I am today, I want to do the best that I can so that I can be remembered for the work that I've done. Not for what I have accomplished, not for what I have obtained or what I own, what I have, but the legacy I can leave behind is everything. So if there's things, if after the end of all of it for me, if I was able to impact hundreds and thousands of people so that they ended up becoming the best versions of themselves and I had to play in a part in that, I think that's the best thing that I could look for. But anything outside of that, man, I can't really speak to that, man. I don't think we're going to sell off, Leo. I honestly think we're going to keep going. I'm more bullish than bearish. I know I tried shorting earlier, but that's because I was hoping for like that pullback before we move higher, but I clearly was wrong, so never got the follow through on that. Thanks, Atu. Thanks, Crocs coverage, man. I appreciate you guys, man. Yeah, just give me a follow on Instagram. I mean, I'm always more than happy. I think a lot of you guys know already. I chat with a lot of you guys on DMs as well. I do my best anyways. I know sometimes I get too busy and I get caught up, but yeah. Sal Gomez. Two things with prop firms. You can either move live, which then you are given live capital with prop firms to trade with, or I mean, you could just use the payout that you get and then open up your own personal account and trade that way as well. AMP Futures, no idea, Sol Gomez. I don't even know who they are. Yeah, man, there's gonna be a lot of hate, man. There's gonna be a lot of hate for traders for sure. Leo, absolutely, man. First couple years, man, what made me want to take my losses, because again, I had a lot of beginner's luck as well, was when I took those big losses, right? One of those ones where they wiped out weeks of progress. I mean, I think everyone goes through that, but yeah, when you have a trade that wipes out weeks of progress, man, it sinks your heart, but it's part of the process, man. Capitulate about the copying of the strategy. Yeah, man, 100%, dude. Thank you, Colt. Almond. American Psycho. Manitoba, I've been trading for 6 years. Absolutely. Trading is a reflection of who you are, man. You versus you. Paul's, man. Much love, dude. I appreciate you, man. There's a lot of loyal followers on the stream here, so I appreciate it. I'm just gonna get my forecaster box up here. Yeah, I used to do card magic. I was such a dork growing up. I still love it, man. I enjoy it. I mean, have you guys ever seen that he's an Asian dude actually. He was on America's Got Talent, I think. Shin Lim. I don't know if you guys know who he is. That guy's freaking amazing, man. That guy like re-inspired me. I mean, I was doing card magic well before he ever even was on screen, but when I saw him again, like, you know, a decade later, I was like, that was very inspirational for me. Thanks, Jane. I appreciate it, man. Much love. I know everyone is looking for a dump right now, man. I don't know, man. I think we've had enough of a pullback on the market. I think we need to go higher. I actually think this upper area here, guys, do you guys remember this? Like, I think you guys should remember this by now. A few streams back, I kept saying 731, 709, and 700. Like, this has to be deja vu for you guys now. This is actually a very key area, guys. I would definitely look for some sort of resistance here. Doesn't mean we're going to short to Kingdom Come from here, but I'm definitely looking for resistance up here, guys. Just FYI. I love that, Pauls. I love that. Hopefully I'm like not killing your name. P-U-L-V-Z. I keep calling you Pauls. Hopefully I'm not killing your name there, man. Big Bang Clips. I did my trade review earlier, and I literally just gave my commentary here, so hopefully that answers your question, man. Thanks, Polvs. I appreciate it, man. Thanks to two. It's a broker. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm not really familiar with AMP, man. Yeah, I will say to Thundercat's comment, right? Like, prop firms like Tradeify, man, like their dashboards are so intuitive, right? Like, if you've never used Tradeify, like, hop it. I have the link pinned in the chat there. Check it out. Outside of the plans that they have, their dashboard overall, very intuitive. Their payouts are fast. They're automated. I like their little payout certificates. Very cool. I almost think it's kind of a slap in the face sometimes when they do that whole like 0.7% away from a Lamborghini or something like that. It's funny, but it's, you know, what a punch in the gut. But then also they have a trading journal, so that you guys can also journal your trades and see your stats on your accounts, which I think is pretty cool. One of my students, actually, she's gonna post it. I know she's gonna post it tomorrow because she already texted me saying that she locked in her 5th trading day again. This is a girl who has been trading with Tradeify. She has a 25K growth account, okay? And she's had 20 trading days and only, I think, don't quote me because I need to see when she shares it with me. I think she's only had 2 losing days. Like, so she's gonna lock in her third payout with this account. But anyways, I'll share that on Instagram, but just something that's really cool. I mean, anyway, she values the trading journal from it as well. Yeah, you know, Paul, you know what I'm talking about, Shin Lim. Yeah, I don't know his what he does for his art craft, but I think it's pretty cool. Yeah, Ron Digitrader, you know what I'm talking about now. Manitoba, Ooh, honestly, Tradeify and Lucid, they're both great prop firms, man. Like, you can't really go wrong with either of them. I think it comes down to what you like most. So, like, when you look at, like, one instant funded account over another, like, I think Lucid has a better instant funded account. Like, as far as when I say better, like the rules, there might be minor improvements on Lucid over Tradeify. But then if you look at Tradeify, if you look at their daily payout accounts and stuff like that and their select plans, they might have more offering than Lucid. So again, both of them have their own offerings. I think both of them are great. So it really comes down to, as you're kind of shopping around on their websites, which one kind of offers you the best of what you're looking for. You know, I always hear that NextGen does free resets. I always get a little skeptical when I see some of that stuff. And I know why they do it. Like, I mean, no shade at all. Like, I'm always skeptical because I'm like, it makes me wonder, like, why that choice of business model, you know? No, Lil Joe, most of my students use micros. There's only a couple of students, like a handful of students that use minis that I work with. How do you get rid of fills on trading? Failed trades, what do you mean by that? Can't you just cancel? Yeah, man, I'm proud of her, man. I'm proud of her. What are the fees for Tradeify? I don't know. Are you talking about the commission fees? I have no idea. I'm not really too sure, to be honest. Okay, see, so someone, Thomas Jensen, just made that comment in the chat. That's the reason why. Now, even though I don't know next gen, whenever I hear that, it honestly tells me that what they're trying to do is they're trying to obviously bring people in, you know, because it's a cash flow business, right? To be able to kind of fulfill their payout needs, right? So when you hear that there's a lot of delays, that's always concerning. That's the reason why people they look for prop firms that pay out fast, right? Because usually when there's delays, it's rough, right? Is the trade about to set up here? Let's wait and see. I'm just getting it ready. I'm not entering yet. Oh, those arrows. Oh yeah, BL Trades, man. If you actually click on your settings, like if you right click and go to your settings, you should be able to turn that off. It's in one of these settings. I just don't know which one it is, but you do have the ability to turn it off. Bruce Wayne. So when I look at like levels, channels, like anything like that, I'm basically looking at larger time frames, like hour, 4 hour, daily, depending on what it is. And I'm basically looking for like support and resistance. That's essentially what I do. Yeah, I don't know how single stock future is going to go, but I'm excited for it, man. I mean, to have the opportunity to trade Tesla again, I'm super excited about that. I don't even know what fast track trading is, but I feel like I think I've heard that name before. How is Lucid Direct better than Tradeify? I don't remember it. I have to take a look. I feel like the here, hold on. I don't even think I can look at the Lucid dashboard anymore. If I remember correctly, I feel like what was it? The drawdown? Give me a second here. I'm just on Tradeify's website right now. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys. I can't check this on Lucid, so maybe someone can fact check this for me. Because I'm on live with Lucid, I can't see other plans. The only plans I can see is Lucid Max. I believe the Lightning funded accounts for Tradeify, for example, has a daily loss limit on them, but the Lucid instant funded accounts don't have daily loss limits. I believe. So maybe someone can fact check that for me. I think that was the biggest difference between the two. I'm looking for longs, Rafi, and I am, yeah. Yeah, TPT is rough because it has intraday trailing drawdown. So I don't blame you guys if you guys don't like it. Ah, okay. Fast track rug pulled. Okay, gotcha, man. Yeah, they have max losses. That's what I'm saying, right? Like, I don't like daily loss limit. That's the reason why I make that comment. Like, don't get me wrong. I have my own daily loss limit, but I don't like it when a firm controls my daily loss limit. Like, I'm not a fan of. You're 6057. I think that if bulls were to get trapped, I actually like up here. I like this area. That's the reason why I made that comment earlier. That would be an area I would like to see us trap bulls if there were to be any trap bulls. I mean, I'd like to see us go bullish. I mean, guys, for the sake of all of our long-term portfolios, I would like NQ to keep moving higher, but yeah. Yes, Lucid can do Trading View, Tradeovate, Trade C. Lucid has a lot of those options. Am I familiar with Sabio trades? No, I'm not. Just a Daddy 28? I am not. Yeah, Lil Joe. I agree on that comment. I'd like to see us move higher. Is this my setup? Not yet, man. I'm waiting. We're in the area, but I'm waiting. I drew this blue line just because I would like to see us bounce off that blue line if we're gonna form. What's my daily loss limit on 150K? Generally speaking, for me, I'm kind of like, I know this seems kind of like crazy ballsy, but like for me, I'm looking for 3 to 4 losses before the account's blown. And I know that seems very excessive, but it's just because of where I am in my trading now is that I'm not looking for less than that. But generally, if you're still refining and trying to figure out your craft, a lot of students that I work with, I always say, try to aim for 10 bullets in the chamber, which basically means that if you could lose 10 trades back to back, that's what it would take for you to lose your account. Hopefully that helps. Paul, have a good night, man. For all those who have asked the question a couple times, I'm looking for the setup to take place, but it hasn't presented itself yet. OCC, yeah, I invest in stocks long term. Nothing like spectacular though, like nothing too like crazy. Just your typical Microsoft, you know, Apple, those type of long term hold dividend stock plays. Rafi, and my answer will still be the same. Any account size you guys are getting, I always say 10 bullets in the chamber. So, Pub Freakers, Tradeify drawdowns are better. I think for between Tradeify and Lucid, they both have equal the sames. But in terms of the instant funded, that was the one that I was referring to when I made that comment. Because I know we have a daily loss limit on the Tradeify ones, but Lucid doesn't have it on there. But if you're trading like the growth accounts or like the select accounts, I do like them a lot. So that's what I'm saying. I think both of them has a lot of options there. The blue line is just the last high of the day. Can you explain a little bit how payout works? So if you have 3,000 profit, but you only take 1,000 payout, the extra 2,000 just doesn't exist. Make it 3 yards. I think you should Google that, to be honest. Not that I don't want to explain that too much, but the concept of payout is whatever. It's based on the rules of every prop firm, right? So as long as you hit above a certain range, you can request a certain payout, and that's pretty much it. I don't really know what you mean by the 2,000 doesn't exist. I'm not really understanding what that means. Gotcha. I haven't entered yet. I haven't entered longs yet. But I'm interested. I'm watching. I'm watching how we form here. Oh, so Pub Freakers. Oh, so does Lucid have daily loss limits now too? I didn't know that. I don't recall them having it back then. When I traded the instant funded accounts with Lucid back then, they didn't have a daily loss limit. So I guess they added that in. Thanks for confirming that if that's the case. Manitoba, I don't trade micros. And I don't do the whole sizing into winners thing. That's not a thing that I do either. $30 minutes left and London market's gonna open, guys. So Gomez, for prop firms, eval gets you to the sim funded phase, and if you prove yourself in the sim funded phase, then you could do live trading afterwards. This was interesting to see on the 2-minute time frame, the way that we closed beneath that 590 level, and then we held beneath it before this pull down. Definitely very interesting to see. I'm still looking for longs, but let's just see what the price of the market does here. Sorry here, Bulljeet. So Gomez, you have to check your proper, man. Your questions are very proper specific. Buy, sell triggers are different for every trader. So we look for different things for sure. How is the $100 different between yours and mine? Not too sure the question on that one. You guys earlier, you guys remember when I said on gold to watch that VWAP pullback? I'm not sure if anyone caught that gold trade from the chart review. I don't know if this is news driven. I haven't seen anything yet. Let's see. Not sure. Learning. That's awesome, dude. "24 minutes until the market opens here." Little Joe, I use the 2 minute for execution. You just can't see all my time frames because my camera and all that stuff is covering it. But on the right hand side of the screen, I have my 5 minute, 15 minute, and the hourly time frame as well. Oh, just a daddy. I don't know. Maybe if you're looking at MNQ, or maybe you're looking at a wrong contract. That could be potentially it too. Got a slight hold and bounce off the 200 EMA there. Thundercat, I'm live, yeah, 5 days a week around this time. I'm watching price here. I don't know if we're going to hold this and move, or if we're going to tag VWAP first. So I'm just kind of hesitant. I want to take a stab at longs for just 25 points. But right now, I'm not feeling too good about it though. I feel like maybe waiting for a tag of VWAP would be better. Let's wait and see. And those who are asking, potentially in their mind, wondering why I wouldn't just short this, I don't like the chase. And this doesn't match my model to enter a short trade right now because it's already gone at this point. So Well, Jeet, if there's anything to take away, think about the fact that I attempted one short trade and I didn't attempt any after that, right? So if you kept taking stabs at it, you have to ask yourself the question, why did you keep stabbing at it, right? For anyone's asking about why I'm trading the 2-minute chart, the 2-minute chart is what I'm showing you. It's not the only thing I'm looking at. I don't show all 4 or 5 time frames that I'm looking at the same time. Intraday trailing drawdown, I usually just take scalp trades, 1-hour trades at a time. Can you show the ticker? What do you mean show the ticker? It's NQ. Guys, if I can walk through the emotions right now, guys, think about this. I was in a short trade earlier that didn't work out. Then the flush happens after the fact. I'm still sitting here. I'm still watching this. I'm still patiently looking at this, right? So just for perspective for you guys, for all those who are maybe feeling a little bit of the anxiety, the emotions, the FOMO, you know what I mean? Like don't let it get to you, man. Don't let it get to you. If you don't have a trade, don't just force it because you see an emotional reaction on the market, right? What up, Musashi? Why don't we just full port and call it a day? Chicken. Is that what you want to do? You want a full port? I'm watching how we react to VWAP right now because I do want to take a stab at longs. Yeah, it's holding pretty strong right now. To the guy in the chat hating on people in the chat, you can go kick sand, my friend. If you're here to just crap on other traders, man, you can go watch someone else, man. Or maybe you're here because you're trying to sell something. That could be it too. Trades with CJ. Oh, I know. You're 6057. I'm not talking about me. I'm actually talking about you for you guys. Because I always see people hop in the chats and be like, oh, all you traders in the chat can't trade and yada, 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 yada. And it's like, okay, if that's why you hopped into the stream, that's very interesting use of your time. You're an algo trader? Okay, that's fair. I think I just did a whole conversation on this, the MyScara. I don't know when you hopped into stream, but I talked about how there's a lot of negativity in this trading space. So usually when I see people make those kind of comments, I'm always kind of just like, okay, well, there's a lot of negativity in the space already, man. So if you want to add to the problem, then good on you, man. Stuart. Well, good you were able to still caught the short, man. That's good, man. Yeah, I'm not longing anything right now. I was hoping to get some sort of reaction, but we didn't really get it, so. And I'm not willing to chase this either, for those who are asking. I agree with, the one comment I will agree with you, the MyScar, is that price is everything. Price is everything. I don't know why I dumped this much. I don't know if there's news. I didn't really catch that. Oh.
Whispers of love, stories untold. Fingers trace the edge of time, searching for peace, a rhythm to find. Falling slow, like the evening glow. Hearts collide, where the soft winds go.
Learning 8935. I'm just watching because when price moves like this during slow sessions, you have to pay attention when volume and price movement takes a hard hit, right? You got to really pay attention to that for sure. Parables. Once you're above the buffer, your intraday trailing stops. Generally for stop loss, MG Malachi, I usually use like market structure and price. So you said you were entered at 550 with your price stop loss of 580. I mean, technically speaking, I mean, I had a level up here too. So It's one of those things where, like, even for myself, I got stopped out earlier, right, on my short trade. I think that a re-entry would have been the only way you could have, you know, capitalized on this in any way or form. Yeah, the Myscara, I can see that you're very, very passionate about the way that you trade, but I always find that when a trader comes into a space with a high level of confidence to say that one thing trumps all things, I think that comes with a lot of arrogance and ignorance to the market, right? I think that there's a lot of people that find trading in a lot of different ways. Trust me, I'm a price action trader. Like, I agree with you that price action is everything, right? I agree with you in that regard. But to just say that everything else is not relevant is very ignorant, in my opinion. That's my opinion. It's okay. Learn to manage your peace, chat. Learn to manage your peace. You'll notice that I'm usually very unfazed by comments. I'm not saying you're hating. I'm just saying the way your approach to conversations can be everything, right? You can have the right idea, but you deliver it the wrong way, and it will come off as the wrong idea. You know? I like the way that the 5-minute candle is forming here, guys. Doing good, guys. I'm just watching this chart here. What time is it? 11:54. 6 minutes till the market opens, huh? Makes me skeptical. If you guys heard what I said earlier, I was looking to see how we would hold the VWAP. Now we lost VWAP here, but the thing is, we did hold though. If you look at the 5-minute time frame, even though that 5-minute candle was bearish, we held above VWAP, and now this current 5-minute candle is taking out that prior bar. So I was tempted, like where my price is right now is where I was wanting to long, but I'm hesitating right now because it's 5 minutes to London Open. That's honestly why I'm hesitating right now. If we had a little bit more time before the market opened, I'd be much more open to have taken this long. But it's literally just because of time. That's why I'm hesitating. Just to share with you guys so you guys understand why I've held back.
Steps in the sand, washed by the tide. You and I, nothing to hide. The city fades, the colors stay. In your eyes, I lose my way. Let the noise fall away. In this moment, we can stay. No rush, no fight, just hearts in light. We're floating on the air.
Pre-London, I usually do about 1 hour only, but other trades, other sessions, I'll do 2 to 3 hour.
Just let go, let it all unwind. We're timeless, outside the line.
Vancouver, Canada is where I'm from. Market's gonna open in 3 minutes. I'm gonna take a stab, guys. I might regret taking this trade right before the market opens, but I'm gonna chance it, guys.
Maybe we don't need the answers, just a place where time slows after all the noise, all the pain fade into a song again.
Market's go up in 3 minutes, guys. I'm looking for the hold of VWAP here. We are holding beneath the old Globex opening print at 28,500. I'm hoping this is just a pullback for us to move higher, but with market opening soon, I mean, I could be proven wrong quite quickly here. Technically speaking, we've broken structure on smaller time frames, so it looks like we could potentially create a lower high for us to move lower. I'm hoping right now where I am, it's low enough on the chart that I wouldn't get clipped by a lower high, and that it's enough for me. That's kind of what I'm hoping for right now. You can see where my stop loss is. I don't look at the dollar figure. Not relevant to me. I trade price, I trade market structure. Market's opening in 1 minute. Come on, give me a push here before the market opens. I don't like going into the market with an open position, but I took a chance at it, guys. I took a chance at it, chat. I'm gonna do a giveaway, by the way. I'm gonna do a giveaway in a bit here, guys, just so you guys are aware. Whether I get stopped out or hit my target, either way, I'll do the giveaway, guys. Just give me a sec, guys. 33 seconds. I'm kind of watching this area because I know this Morobozu bar can act as a very hard wall for us. I'm hoping that we push past this, though. I don't like that we're holding here, Lewin, into London Open, man. Come on.
Every wave just feels the same. Lost in the glow.
Yeah, that's not the candle close I wanted, man. That 5-minute bear spinning top will be the death of me. While we watch this, I'll do the giveaway for you guys. I'm just gonna get the bot set up here, guys. Give me a second here.
Footprints fade on golden sand. Time slips off through my hand. The breeze hums quiet
All right, guys, I'm gonna do the giveaway bot now. Thumbs up on the stream, gang, and type in exclamation mark enter for the giveaway.
Every shadow whispers your name.
All right, bots up, gang. Bots up. Let's go.
Lost in the
If you take a look at the FF indicator as well here, that was a pretty clean short trade earlier on. I wasn't really watching this earlier on, but we reclaimed back beneath that kind of trend line there before that big push down. And that thick line is the trigger line, so that closed beneath and we held beneath was kind of nice to see as well.
and hope begins to smile. Footsteps on the edge of dawn. Every shadow's moving on. Yesterday's behind our eyes. A new day's
In about 1 minute, I will announce the winner of the giveaway.
Take a breath, it's all okay. We're still learning how to stay. In the morning, we rise again.
Not getting any buying here. I get stopped out, guys. We'll see. Either way, we'll at least get an account out to the gang here before we call it the weekend. And whoever's going to be trading during the New York session tomorrow, definitely best of luck, man. Best of luck. Don't do anything crazy that you're going to regret. I always say don't overshoot your shot going into the weekend or any special day, because you don't want to start off your weekend in a bad note, you know what I mean?
Hands still cold, but hearts are clear. Every loss brought us here.
All right, who's the winner of the giveaway, guys? Let's see. Mamor71. Mamor71, you are the winner of this giveaway. 50K pro account with Lucid. Are you here? Mamor. There you are. All right. There's my Instagram. Mamor, there's my Instagram. Shoot me a DM and I will send you the code to this account afterwards. Okay? Follow me on Instagram as well, because I'm likely gonna put out some stuff this weekend as well, just some educational stuff. I've been thinking about doing it a little bit more. Hopefully I can squeeze in the time. Probably gonna do something on my own personal YouTube that I'm gonna share as well, just around kind of my thought process on markets and what have you. And I'm probably gonna do a giveaway over the weekend as well on my Instagram. So yeah, just want to give you guys an FYI to follow me on Instagram if you haven't already. So personal YouTube is this. Give me a second here. I'll put my Instagram in the chat. That's my personal YouTube. I don't really put much content out these days anymore because of the stream takes up majority of my time, but I'm putting it in there because I'm thinking about putting something together. So Yeah, it'd be cool if we can get a 5-minute outside bar that engulfs the prior bars. That'd be nice to see.
Cold air on my skin. Memories whisper.
I can look at my Instagram right now too. Mamora, if you shoot me a DM right now on Instagram, that'd be great. And then I can send you the code too while you still have me. Just anything in terms of reaching out to me, just reach out to me on Instagram, guys. I'm not ignoring you guys, by the way. If you guys are asking questions in the chat, I'm just getting this giveaway code over to our guy Mamor here. Oh, sorry. Now I'm going to catch up on the chat. Apologies. Tradeify account. There's a lot of good ones, man. I'm actually... So I recently just got onboarded with Tradeify again, so I'm using their select account right now on an eval. So I just need to lock in one more trading day that hits my profit target that I'm looking for, and I will automatically pass this account. This is essentially what I'm trying to do here. In terms of average trade per day, I don't have an average trade per day, guys. For me, the rule is 2 trades per account max per day. And so I have multiple accounts and I'll just trade all of them. Now, as I say that, that's just the allowance. That doesn't necessarily mean I will trade all of them today. It just means that's the allowable. So sometimes there are certain days I will go through where I won't even trade the account at all. And so that happens. And that's the cost of obviously me rotating accounts. That's pretty normal. What kind of trend line do I have? I don't have a trend line, do I? I'm not sure which one you're talking about. I appreciate you guys, man. I appreciate you guys. In terms of the giveaway, I'll post about it. Just if you follow me on Instagram, I'll post about it later this weekend, though. You guys will catch it. The instructions and all that will be included in the post. I know my target's a little aggressive because, like, if you think about it, looking at it, like, you would naturally want to probably take your profit here, just because, like, that's kind of where our last kind of leg of resistance was from a price perspective. And I don't think... I'm hoping that we can get this a little bit of a push here. Sorry, excuse me. I'm not an order flow trader, but I've been interested in wanting to learn it, to be honest. But I'm not an order flow trader, no. I'm very likely going to add gamma into my trading later this. Oh, there you go. Profit hit, guys. Target hit. Nice. Hey, Chris Chow. Chris Chow was locked in with me tonight. Way to go, man. Way to go. So what did we see, guys, tonight? You know, I guess I'll kind of share with you guys my thought process, right? Like I kind of talked about, I was interested in shorts earlier today. Unfortunately, I got in a little too early. I really thought we had the potential there. So when this short happened, for those who are wondering why I didn't take it, so I can understand, like when I look at this as a back-tested thought, I can understand why this made sense, this trade, this short trade, but I was hesitant because of my larger thesis of a bull move. And to be perfectly honest, I wasn't really thinking with the amount of time that we had left that the hourly was going to turn into such a bearish situation, right? But this hold, like I said, this 2-minute hold here, I'm just going to use arrows here. The way that we closed beneath that key area, we tried to get above it and we failed. And then the close engulf. Like that was kind of a pretty, bearish sentiment in that regard, but I didn't really want to chase because a part of me also was thinking like, well, we held this channel earlier so well. I wasn't too sure if we were going to get stopped out or pulled back here. So I hesitated. But by the time that we get down here, you're a little kind of too far gone now. Now, again, I'm sharing this based on the way that I trade, right? Like someone else might look at this and be like, Alan, like you should have totally just entered that as a breakout trade. What were you waiting for, man? Again, we all trade differently, right? So I'm just telling you that I just didn't think it made sense. Then when we were looking for the long trade, I made the comment that I was looking for an opportunity to capture a long off this area. And I was saying like, you know what? I was thinking about the 200 EMA, but I'm like, you know what? Based on where the structure of the market was, I'm like, I would rather see us find a nice hold above VWAP, right? And we did. Now, I was really hoping that I was going to hit TP sooner because as I said, going into a trade before the market opens is very dicey. And you guys saw that. I was like, what was this? 55. I was like 8 points away from getting stopped out. So like I almost got stopped out there with that market open move. But we luckily for us, we had the hold and we double bottomed off of VWAP here for this push up. There were other multiple timeframes from a bar by bar perspective that made me feel good about holding for that. But yeah, anyways, that was kind of my thought process. And I just need to take a look at the P&L here, actually. Perfect. So just so you guys can see here, this is so just a quick recap. I just started back with Tradeify again. Again, shout out to Brett Simba, the CEO and founder of Tradeify. I was capped out with him from last year. I actually had received a max payout of $100,000 with Tradeify last year, around I think it was May of 2025. And since then, I haven't been able to participate and trade with Tradeify. And with all the Grand Cups and all the events that have been taking place, I wasn't able to partake in that either. I really want to compete at the Grand Cup. That would have been so much fun, especially knowing that my man Jake Ricci was the one of the outlaws. But I never got a chance to participate. And again, shout out to Brett for allowing me to hop back onto trading with the prop again. So 3 days ago, when I was given the green light, I purchased this Tradeify, 50K select account, right? And so I put in 1 day of profit. Then I put in 2 days of profit. And today was the third day that would have given me the 40% consistency rule to pass the account. You guys saw me took an L earlier on that short trade, right? That put me negative. That put me in the negative, right? So then I'm like, I'm that much farther away. Notice that when I took that loss, I could have kept saying, I'm going to keep shorting. I'm going to keep shorting. I'm going to keep shorting. I intentionally was super patient about my trade today. Because for a lot of us, think about the mistake we usually make when we're trading, right? A lot of us would look into the situation and say, well, you know what? I need to make that money back, right? I got to get my pass. I got to pass my account today. And so instead, I said, you know what? I'm just going to wait. I'm going to collect my thoughts and say, okay, where is the chart sub I want to take? Because in the end of the day, it doesn't really matter whether or not I'm going to make it today or not. You know, I think a lot of people will blow their accounts on the last day of getting a payout or a last day of passing an account. If I would have lost that trade, I would have still had enough drawdown to come back at it tomorrow, or I guess next week, to go at it again. But again, that's why even some people were in the chat were asking me like, Alan, what was your stop loss? What was your P&L? I don't care. The P&L is not the point, right? I have a predetermined risk that I go into all my trades. And for me, it fit what I was looking for. So I took it. So even though I lost my first trade, yes, I was able to make it back, right? And get into the positive. Now, even though I'm saying that, the goal wasn't to make back the loss. That was not the goal. And I cannot emphasize that enough. That was not the goal here. I was simply trading the chart. I had a chart, I had a setup, I was interested, I took my shot, right? My P&L is completely irrelevant. The market doesn't care about your losses, right? So for me, I just looked at that and said, okay, I'm gonna take it. I like this position, let's see what happens. And it managed to give me what I needed. I technically overshot. I'm $122 over what I actually needed to hit in order to get that, but still. So you can see here that I hit my profit target. $3,000 is the profit target over the course of the 3 trading day with the 40% consistency rule. So basically at the end of day today of the New York session, or I guess tomorrow, depending on which time zone you're in, I will be able to activate this Tradeify account. So then I'll have a choice to check the blue pill or the red pill. Will I go for a daily payout account, or will I go for a 5-day select account? I'm gonna probably post this on Instagram as part of what I want to do this weekend as well. And maybe you guys can decide for me what you guys think I should do. Should I go for a daily payout account? Should I go for the 5-day? I don't know. We'll see. Either way, I've got that. I also have some Lightning funded accounts that I will trade. I don't know if I'll get to it tonight or tomorrow. And if I don't, again, not a big deal, right, guys? Not a big deal. But we'll see what the market offers. That's kind of where my mindset is at right now. Yeah, so anyways, good to be back with Tradeify again. I put the link in the Discord, not the Discord. I put the link in the chat there, guys. Tradeify, code RAKE, man, 40% off. In less than 24 hours, their deals are going to be gone, and I don't know what the new deal is going to be for August. So more so kind of just sharing that with you guys, that it's honestly worth it. And yeah, man, we'll see. Good to be back on Tradeify again, and this is going to be the cutoff of my stream for the night here. I'm just going to look through the chat to make sure I answer some questions before I log out. Yeah, I usually do the 5-day flex capitulate, but I'm gonna let the followers decide for this one because I don't mind. I'm not really picky. Daily is fun for the chat. I don't know Brett Simba personally. No, I have no relationship with the guy. I just know he was the one who pulled the strings to get me back onto Tradeify. So, that's not a trend line. That was just my game plan. That was my game plan of what I wanted for longs, which we never got as well. Yeah. I'll put my Instagram in the chat, and I'll put my YouTube in the chat one more time, just for those who are kind of here. But I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much, by the way, for hopping on the stream and supporting the stream. It means a lot to us. Definitely tomorrow, if you want to trade the New York session at all, tune into Jake Regi, the GOAT. He'll be there for the New York session. And then we'll also have Lamelli and Mitch, who will trade the afternoon session tomorrow. But anyways, I appreciate you guys, man. Much love. You guys have a great night. I will catch you guys next week, man. And more to come on my Instagram. I'll post some. I'll do a giveaway on my Instagram this weekend as well. Catch you guys later, man. Ciao.